Have you got to the end of the year and you can't figure out where your money has gone? You earn a decent salary, yet your bank balance seems to be low at the end of the month. If you're not sure what to do with your money, but you don't want to live off a strict budget and miss out on meeting up with friends or going out, then this is the video for you. First off, what do you want to do next year? This can be anything from a holiday to starting a business to changing jobs or even going to university. Write out a list of goals that you want to achieve next year. How much do you reckon these goals will cost? Now you need to prioritize. So pick your top goal and write number 1 next to it, and then your next and write 2, and then 3, and so on. Make sure you've got a full prioritized list of which goals are most important to you, and you'll also have that idea of how much they'll cost. We've looked towards your future. You need to look back towards your past. So for the last year, list out how much you earned per month and how much you spent per month, and then calculate the difference between your earnings and your spending. This is the first check to see if you're spending within your means. Now, if you're not, then don't panic. There can be a number of reasons why you might be spending over your income. If any of these months where your spending was higher, circle these months and write next to it the reason why. Now we're going to become an analyst and delve much deeper into the transactions. Here, we really want to figure out if you're spending in alignment with your values and your goals. It is so easy to tap your card or click order without really thinking about these purchases much in the moment. So this time to reflect on what you've spent will allow you to figure out if some of these purchases met your values or not. And now you can either print out all of your transactions and go through it with a highlighter, or you can do this on a laptop and download the transactions into an Excel document. First off, highlight in red or pink transactions that you either don't recognize or in hindsight didn't really mean that much to you. Write down any patterns you're starting to see emerging around the spending that you don't value. Now repeat this process, but this time with a green highlighter and going through the transactions that you really valued. Again, make a note of any of the patterns that you're starting to see emerge. These are your spending values. So we've thought about the future and we've looked back at the past. Now we set up your systems for success. Most people will have one single spending account. This is where they receive their paycheck and then they spend all of their money from the same account too. This makes it awfully difficult to keep track of where your money is going, and also means that you're not giving this money a purpose and directing it towards the things that you want. This new system will allow you to keep better track of where your money is going and reduce the risk of overspending whilst being able to point that money towards the things you want to do and enjoy. Now, to do this, you may need to set up a few new accounts. So you'll need one for essential spending, one for fun spending, one savings account for your emergency fund, and another savings account for your future goals. The main account will now turn into your essential spending. Now we're going to continue to send your paycheck to this main account, and then you'll be paying for your rent, your bills, and your groceries. And this is also the start of your funnel. This next account that you need to create is for your fun spending. Any of the money that you put in this account is free to spend on whatever you want. Then we're going to create 2 more, and these are going to be savings accounts. So the first is for your emergency fund. This is the one that you want completely separate from the rest of your accounts, because this money you shouldn't be touching unless it's a complete emergency. For example, this could be something like your car breaking down or losing a source of income or needing to do some quick repairs. And then the other savings account is for future you. This is where you're going to put all of the money that goes towards the financial goals that you listed out in step 1. So get setting up these extra accounts. You may already have some money sitting in your primary account, and now we need to allocate it so it has a set purpose. Now, first off, you always want to keep a cash cushion of about £500 in your main account. This is so you don't go overdrawn by accident if you have a scheduled payment or direct debit come out that you've forgotten about. Next off, put about £200 in your fund spending account. This is the reward for you for having saved this amount of money during the last year. So spend this on whatever you'd like. Now we want to transfer about £1,000 into your emergency fund. This is just going to start to set up your emergency fund for you. If you don't have that £1,000 for the emergency fund, then just transfer the rest of the money that you do have. But if you've still got money in your main bank account, you're doing amazingly. So this money you can transfer to your future you savings account, and means you've already started your route to success, the goals that you've got for this year. So this is your starting point and financial reset done ahead of the new year. But how do you allocate your income that you'll be receiving next year? Let's get your money working in the background for you without you needing to consciously think about where it's going. Set up scheduled payments and direct debits for your rent and your bills and any other main expenses that you'll have coming out of your primary bank account. You also want to make sure that you're opted into your workplace pension. This is so you're saving and investing for long-term future you. You want to be contributing 5% of your gross salary. This should happen on autopilot and before you receive your income into your primary bank account. So you'll set this up with your employer, and the great thing about this is it's the most tax efficient way for you to save and invest for future elderly you. Now you've automated most of your steps, we need to allocate the money that you're getting from your income. And we're going to use a very simple percentage system that works for 99% of people. So your income will come into your essential spending account. You want to keep 50% of this money in this essential spending account, then an automated transfer of 30% into your fun spending account, and another automated transfer of 20% into the future you savings. This allows you to automatically save for those financial goals that you've listed out so you can achieve them super easily. Now go back to your goals and priorities from step number 1 and have a look at roughly how long it will take you to achieve each of these goals that you've listed out if you're saving 20% of your income in your future you savings account. The key to success with this system is setting up a regular financial checkpoint. And this is the monthly money date night. This is where you'll check in on your progress and see if you're spending in alignment with your values, reassess your goals, and make sure that you're still prioritizing the ones that are most important to you. If you have any additional money left over in your essential spending account or your fun spending account, you can transfer this into your future you savings accounts so you can reach these goals much faster. So get this money date night planned into your calendar now and do something fun with the evening so you enjoy it and look forward to it each time.